So most people have an opinion about this until they have to answer one real question. Like that is, if you finally become the most confident, most disciplined, and most successful version of yourself, would your family celebrate you or would they start acting uncomfortable around you? And honestly, before you answer too fast, think about like your own family for a second. Think about what happens when you stop being easy to control, and think about what happens when you stop saying yes just to keep peace, and think about like what happens when you stop explaining every decision, stop needing approval, and stop acting small so everyone else can feel normal, right? Because maybe the tension is not in your imagination in this case. Maybe they did change when you started changing as well, right? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it in today's video. Let's talk about like why does your family fear your own growth? And honestly, let's try to understand how this whole thing works also from psychology perspective, right? And to be honest, in this case, maybe it starts with something small. Like you stop answering every call immediately and you say like I can't come today because I am busy, and you start going to gym, start learning new skill, or start saving up money and start creating content online or applying for better jobs, or simply taking your life seriously for the first time in your life. And at first nobody says much, but then they notice. And now you are not sitting with them for hours like complaining about the same old problems, and you are not laughing at the same old jokes about failure. And now also suddenly you are not available for every family drama, and you are not asking for permission like you used to do before. And suddenly everyone starts commenting, right? So they will say things like, so now you are too busy for us, and you think you are better than everyone, you are better than us. Don't forget like where you came from, right? And the confusing part here is like you didn't attack anyone at all. You just started choosing yourself. But in a family where everyone is used to the old you, even peace can look like rebellion to them. Because in many families, love is real, but roles are even stronger. Every family kind of has a system, like someone is the helper, someone is the failure, and someone is the strong one, and someone is the joke, or someone is the dreamer nobody takes seriously. And honestly, when you grow, what happens is you break the role they were using to understand you. So now they don't know where to place you at all. So that is the problem. If you are always available, now suddenly your boundaries feel like betrayal to them. And if you were always insecure in the past, your confidence feels like disrespect to them. And if you are always dependent on them, now your independence feels like rejection for them. So that is why growth can feel super lonely. Because you are not just becoming new, you are kind of forcing people to lose the old version of you that made them comfortable in the first place. And here is the hidden psychology nobody seems to like talk about. So most families don't only fear your success, they fear what your success says about their excuses as well. So that is the important thing. Because if you can rise from the same house, like same pain, same background, and same chaos, then maybe the prison was not real, right? Maybe some of the chains were also chosen by them, right? And that is a hard mirror. So now they can't use the same excuses as well. So they may mock your ambition, they may question your plans, they may bring up your past like evidence, and they may laugh before the world claps because your future threatens the story that they told themselves about like what is possible, right? And here is the truth. So some people love you deeply, but only at the level like where they can still recognize you. So that is the important distinction. And some people support your healing, but until that healing creates boundaries against them. And some people want you to win, but not so much that your win makes them feel like left behind, right? And honestly, some people, and to be honest, not every people hate your growth. Some people don't hate your growth as well, but they fear the version of you that they can no longer guilt or shame or control. So the final diagnosis is this. Your family may fear your growth because like your growth changes the emotional contract that you have with them. And you stop being the person like who absorbs everything, and you stop being the proof that nobody has to change, and you stop shrinking to like protect other people's comfort. And honestly, when you rise, the whole room has to adjust in this case. But that doesn't mean like you hate them or something like that, right? It just means that you are finally done abandoning yourself just to belong in the group.